Hello children, welcome to our English broadcast brought to you by Rwanda Education Board in partnership with World Vision Rwanda. I am teacher Anna and I'm going to be your teacher of English in Primary 5 on today's program. Dear parents, guardians, and elder siblings at home, I urge you to help the learners of P5 to get ready for today's lesson on the radio. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and remember to wash your hands with clean water and soap or sanitize to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Today, we are going to be talking about the uses of physical features. But before we do that, we are going to remind ourselves about the previous lesson, where we described the geographical features on a map using prepositions of place. Children, do you remember that? Good. We used prepositions like above, between, below, in, on. And we can also remember talking about the major physical features that we have in Rwanda, where we looked at mountains, lakes, rivers, national parks, and so many others. Dear children, let us stand up for a warm-up. Good. We are going to sing a song and begin our lesson thereafter. Our song, you are going to listen as teacher sings. Then after that, you will join teacher. Okay, our song goes, this is the day that our Lord has made, that our Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. Can you sing with me, children? Good. This is the day that our Lord has made, that our Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Now let us begin our today's lesson, where we are going to talk about the uses of physical features. You are going to listen very carefully. I have my story that I'm going to read to you. And in this story is where we shall find the uses of different physical features. Are you ready, children? Good. Children, physical features like rivers, mountains, national parks, hills, and others are useful. Now, here is our simple passage or a story that I am going to tell you that talks about the importance or the uses of physical features. Rwanda's major physical features include lakes, rivers, mountains, forests, national parks, and so many. Each of the physical features is very important to people of Rwanda as a country. Lakes and rivers are water sources. Lakes and rivers have great influence on the quality of life of people, their health and productivity. They are equally important to animals. Water sources provide water for watering plants, to use in homes, to use for hydroelectric generation, for transportation, and to generate income from tourists. Lakes and rivers also help in the formation of rain. The mountains, volcanoes, and hills are important too. They provide habitats for animals. Mountains also give natural beauty to Rwanda because they look beautiful on the horizon. Rwanda earns a lot of foreign exchange from tourists who come to look at the mountains. The mountains provide a good place for mountain sports like mountain biking and hiking. These mountains are a source of natural resources such as timber and fresh water. Rwanda is also blessed with a number of forests. These are important in different ways. Forests provide air for humans to breathe because they release out oxygen, which humans breathe in, and take in carbon dioxide, which humans breathe out. This act of taking in carbon dioxide helps reduce the effects of global warming. Forests also provide homes for wild animals and prevent soil erosion. They help in the water cycle. They act as windbreakers and noise barriers. Finally, forests provide food, medicine, and timber for people. They give natural beauty to a country. Rwanda has a number of national parks. These are very important. They help protect the natural environment because they are a home for native plants and animals. These enable us to study the natural environment and maintain a healthy environment free from pollution. National parks are a source of money for government and the people near the national parks because they attract tourists who bring in currency. Visitors who come to visit these national parks also buy things from the people nearby. Come along and play with us. Now, children, in our story that we have heard, we have used some vocabulary. And now let us look at the meaning of some vocabulary that may have appeared in our passage. 1. We talked about influence. I-N-F-L-U-E-N-C-E. Influence. What does this word mean? Influence means the power to affect the way someone or something develops. The power to affect the way someone or something develops or behaves or thinks. That is influence. Can we use the word influence in a sentence? Good. We can say Lakes and rivers are a great influence in the quality of life of people. Good. Number 2, we looked at the word productivity. Can we spell it? Productivity. Productivity. Productivity means the rate at which goods are produced and the amount produced. That is productivity. Can we be able to use the word productivity in our sentence? Good. I know you can. Number 3, we looked at the word tourists. Tourist. Tourist. A tourist is someone who is visiting a place for pleasure on a holiday. When you decide this holiday I'm going to visit Gisenyi and just going to enjoy, you become a tourist. Good. Number 4, we looked at the word habitat. It is Habitat, habitat. This means the home of a plant or an animal. Like we said in our story, we mentioned mountains, volcanoes, and hills are important because they provide habitats for animals. Good. We also looked at the word horizon. 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 This is a line far away where the land or sea seems to meet the sky. Then we also looked at the word global warming. Global warming means general increase in world temperatures caused by increased amounts of carbon dioxide around the earth. We also looked at the word native. 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 Your native country is where you are born, where you originate. We also looked at the word pollution. 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 The process of making air, water, soil dangerously dirty. So, children, can you be able to use those words in making sentences? I know you can. Very well. So let us continue. We said, remember, we are describing the uses of the physical features. We are describing the uses of physical features. In our story we read, we talked about mountains, volcanoes being the homes for wild animals and even plants. That is use number 1. We talked about lakes and river being the water resources. Even some water from the lakes and rivers is used to generate electricity. We also looked at forests influencing the formation of rain. Forests also influence the formation of rain. Good. Now, children, can you get your notebooks, get your pens, and note this exercise down? Fill in the gaps with people, animals, rain, comma, income. INCOME, income. Good. Number 1. Lakes and rivers are important because they provide dash for watering plants. What can we feel there? Can we put they provide people? No. Can they provide animals? No. Can they provide rain? Yes, because lakes and rivers influence the formation of rain. And rain gives us water that is used to water our plants. B. Water sources generate dash to the government from tourists. What do they generate? Water sources generate income to the government from tourists. Number 3, lakes help in formation of rain. Lakes help in formation of rain. I know some of you had got it. Number 4, water resources are a great influence on dash and dash. We shall say water resources are a great influence on people and animals. Did you get right? Good.
Come along and play with us.
Now, children, I'm going to give you a task, homework. Get your homework books and write this homework down, and that is where we are going to start from in our next lesson. Ready now? Good. You are going to use the vocabulary that we saw and explain the meaning to make sentences. Is that hard, children? No. We are going to use these to explain or make sentences. Number 1, pollution. Number 2, native. Number 3, global warming. Number 4, tourist. 5, horizon. 6, habitat. 7, productivity. 8, influence. And 9, currency. Have you noted down the homework? Good. Dear parents or bigger siblings, please check and see if they have noted well the homework down. Well done, children. Clap for yourselves. Good. In our today's lesson, we've been looking at the uses of the physical features. Please read your books and understand the uses of the physical features plus the previous lessons that we have looked at. Thank you for joining me in today's lesson. I have been Teacher Anna. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, 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 teacher. Goodbye, children. See you next time. Goodbye.